You know when they say just put the fries in the bag, little bro? That doesn't even apply to Gen Z anymore because, you know, we aren't even getting hired at McDonald's. Yeah, me and you. That's right. People with bachelor's degrees are getting rejected from working at McDonald's. So yeah, shit's so cooked, man. Yeah, man. If you've not been living under a rock, it's low-key pretty cooked for Gen Z. Gen Z might actually become the first homeless generation. I'm not even gonna lie. We might become the first homeless generation. I mean, I could go down the whole list. Like, the average home buyer age is going up as the years pass. Average home price, if we're just talking the U.S., is average about median home price $600,000. I think where I live in California, it's around $700,000 to $800,000 average home price, and that's only gonna get worse. Gas is hella expensive. Everything is very expensive. The wages are not going up with inflation. You know, all the basic stuff. Wages aren't going up with inflation. The boomers are hoarding all the wealth. None of that shit is trickling down to us. And the world's going in a very bad direction. And these boomers, they don't care. They don't care because they're not going to be around to see it. So they're like, okay, figure this shit out. Yeah, just that whole like just work harder. Yeah, that's also invalid statement because, you know, that's what these boomers say, you know, with the current conditions the world is in for Gen Z specifically and stuff like that. They say just work harder. You're lazy. Just work harder. But that's not working. That's not what works anymore. For the vast majority of the time. Now it's about who you know and nepotism, connections, way more than arguably what you know these days. Sure, you've heard that statement before somewhere, but it's very true. Just hard work isn't gonna get you through these days anymore. It's very, it's not fair, and that's just the way things are. Yeah, I don't know. AI's taking over all the jobs. Not even slowly by slowly. So many jobs are getting taken up so fast. So many layoffs from all these different companies, all these different industries. And now we're at the point with AI where like everyone is kind of worried. Unless you're like a boomer or like you're someone that's like about to pass away within the next maybe 5 years or something. Like unless you're about to pass away relatively soon, sometime soon, or you're like in the top 1% of like wealth or like income earners and you're like super rich. Apart from maybe those two groups, I think everyone else is pretty much worried about, you know, is AI gonna take my job within the next like 5 to 10 years? To us, that sentiment, but and obviously for each individual it's different to certain degrees. But it's kind of universal now, almost, even if it's to certain degrees for each individual. And yeah, don't know what political tensions are only rising. Don't know what the political landscape's gonna look like in 5 to 10 years. Global stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know, dude. It's just it's not looking good. And I don't mean to be like doom and gloom and stuff like that, but it's just like I'm just kind of laying out how it is right now. Very, very briefly. I'm not even going into detail really much, but don't really know what I wanted this video to be about, but yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. Gen Z is gonna be the first homeless generation. Like, dude, we're getting priced out of homes. Oh my gosh, yo, like we're just gonna be like, now it's like people are kind of surprised, like when you ask someone like, hey, you're like living alone. Damn, people are shocked that you have like your own place nowadays. Whereas like, even if you have like just one roommate, people are shocked. Like, you just have one roommate? I'm surprised you didn't have more splitting the rent and shit like that. So like, yeah, man, it just shows like, no, I just see like people my age, my generation, we're already giving up. And I see this all over the internet. Obviously, I don't really see this in real life, but all over the internet, I see so many like stories and YouTube videos of like, you know, I'm this years old and I've given up. I'm this years old and I've given up. like young ages too, like around my age, maybe a little bit older, sometimes even younger, but usually around my age. I'm 20, so like around my age, maybe sometimes a little bit older, but that's still relatively young. Like people around my age have already given up. Like we don't even want to like work a job because you're not even getting paid for compensation. You're not even getting paid like properly, like or like properly. You're not getting properly compensated is what I'm trying to say. I know that's very generic, but like to go into detail would take way too long. That's why everyone wants to become a content creator now, a streamer, just something outside the system, even if it's not what they want to do full time. Like people have side gigs, people have like side hustles, businesses now. Trust in the system is gone for the most part. Trust in all the systems are pretty much gone. The value of a degree has been going down for the past, like, I don't know how many decades, maybe like the last 40 years. Heard some statistic where like the average amount of applications it took back then, like someone like 40 years ago to get hired was maybe like 3 to 5, I think, at most. And now it's like the average amount of applications you have to send just to get hired is 1,200. And yeah, it's really cooked. Like not just the job market is kind of like, I would like kind of put it in 2 categories, you know. One category is like, you know, the job market in terms of like where they require, like it's like career jobs like that require certain degrees, jobs that require 3 to 5 certain amount of years of like experience and skills. And then there's the entry-level job market, which is literally work that high schoolers can do, and both of them are cooked. Obviously I'd say that obviously the first one is way more cooked than the second one, but even the entry-level job market is cooked. Like I've explained in previous videos, I did a walk-in at Vans because I was applying to get a job up until recently, and then I finally landed something, but that's a whole different story. But what I'm trying to say is I applied for, one of the places I applied to was Vans. Did a walk-in in person to show face and speak to the manager, introduce myself, and he was saying that basically I was competing with 500 other applicants for that part-time role working retail nearby where I live. And genuinely shocked me to this day. So this video is kind of just like a rant, really. Don't know what we're gonna do. Don't know what the future holds. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Like the system's not gonna change. Like, you know, obviously the government's not gonna look at this YouTube video. Oh, look at this guy. He's like complaining about like all this shit. Like, well, okay, let's change it. No, like they don't care. Like they genuinely don't care. So I mean, things aren't gonna, I don't know, things aren't really gonna get better anytime soon. If anything, things are only getting worse overall. So yeah, just do what you can. That's really all I can say, because I can't really give specific advice to each individual, but just do what you can with the conditions we have now. So yeah, man, just put the fries in the bag, little bro. We can't even do that because we're getting rejected from McDonald's. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.